Good evening, friends. I, Pankaj Dumka, welcomes you all to this new course on Python. Basically, I have named this course as Python for Mechanical Engineers. Now, this course will not be restricted to mechanical engineers only, but the majority of the problems which I will be dealing with will come from mechanical engineering background. So, now the question comes, why Python? To answer this question, lot many people have different opinions. Python, first of all, is an open source, and for us, for mechanical engineers, the best thing is this is very easy to understand and implement. It is having a huge library of for scientific computations like SciPy, NumPy, and these are very strong. So, without wasting any time further, let us begin to understand how we can install Python. Now, to install Python, what you have to do is you have to go to any suitable browser of yours and simply type python.org. Then go to downloads, and if you are Windows user, then you go to Windows, select Windows. Otherwise, you can go for Linux or iOS, and then go for any version of Python from Python 3.7 and above. I will be recommending Python 3.7 to you people. And then once you install it, then you run it. That's it. It's very simple. So in the search bar, you simply type IDLE. What is an IDLE? IDLE is Python's integrated development and learning environment. And this IDLE is basically has two windows. First is shell window, second one is editor window. So on the left hand side here, you can see once you type IDLE, you will be greeted with this IDLE Python 3.9, and once you click it, then you will be able to see this window first, which is a shell window. Now you can start writing your code here also, but normally what we do is, instead of writing code on shell window, we prefer editor window, where we can write full length of codes. And here, when we are using shell window, for small pieces of code this is good, but for large codes we have to update sometimes the code, we have to change something and so on. So we normally prefer editor. So first we edit it and then compile it. But in this course, what I'll be doing is, I will not be using this IDLE. Instead, I'll be using Jupyter Notebook. So for that matter, what you do, you have to install Anaconda Navigator. So you simply on the browser type www.anaconda.com. Then what you will be able to see is this window over there, and then you click on products and then to individual edition. So once you do that, you can see it is product individual edition. Then you can download the latest version, updated version of Anaconda from here. Then it's very simple. You have to download the setup and then install it. Once it is installed, again in the search bar you can type Anaconda and you can then open this Anaconda Navigator. Once opened fully, it will look like this. So here lot many applications are there in Anaconda, like you have Qt console, that is IPython here, Spider, but I will be using Jupyter. So once installed and this window is shown to you, you just launch it. Now there is another way. If you don't want to install anything on your PC, then you can do it on the cloud as well. So you go to your search bar or to your browser and simply type Google Colab, that is basically Google Collaboratory, and once you do that, you will be able to see this page. Once it is visible to you, you just click on Welcome to Collaboratory Google Research. Then you will be able to see this window over there. Now you are only one step behind of the programming. So you simply click onto the new notebook, and if you don't want to do this, simply cancel it. Go to file here, and then in the file you will be having another step, that is go to new notebook, and you will be able to see this notebook. So this is the notebook from where you can start coding. So if you don't want to install anything on your PC, you can do it on cloud. But remember, before you start writing your code on Google Colaboratory or Google Colab, what you have to do is you have to log in first to the Google. So I hope that with this particular information you will be able to set up your PC if you want to install. Otherwise, you can go to Google Colab directly and start programming. So in this lecture, till this point only, formally I will be starting the introduction of Jupyter and how to start writing code with the help of that in the next lecture. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Take care and goodbye.